Counting down toward our first pitch here in the nation's heartland. The Mets take on the Cardinals. Next. With the Gateway Arch welcoming us in the background, a look at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. It's the finale of this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Central leading St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on the show. I'm joined by Eric Harris and Steve Lyons. And Eric, let's give the folks at home a look at what's happened in the first two games of the series.
Yeah, a real nail-biter here last night. And you can see a one-run ball game. Very well played on both sides. A well-pitched game as well. I think both managers would like to see their starters match the performances turned in last night.
All right, Eric, Steve will join us in a moment, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting New York Mets as Terry Collins sets his guys up like this. They'll match up against the MVP of the 2013 NLCS, the very difficult-to-solve right-hander Michael Wacha. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Daniel Murphy will head for the box as we are just about ready to get things going today. First pitch is a swing and a ground ball right at Ellis at second. On to first is Ellis, and that's the first out of the inning. And before we get too much farther along this afternoon, let's give you a look at how these two ball clubs match up with one another offensively. Juan Lagares will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. And he takes ball one. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. And he'll indeed try to lay one down, but they're prepared for it. Throw to first is in time, so a good idea, but the bunt attempt doesn't pan out.
And when you've got the big lumber coming up behind you, this is not a bad idea. Get on base any way you can so they can hit with runners on. This time he just comes up a little bit short.
David Wright will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Two out, nobody on. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. It's the Mets nothing, Redbirds stepping up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now the starting lineup for the Cardinals looks like this. They'll go to work against a guy once involved in a deadline deal for Carlos Beltran, the electric right-hander Zach Wheeler. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. Kevin Black will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Cardinals, center fielder Kevin Black.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Now a ball swung on and hit to Davis over at first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Batting second, third baseman
Corey Horn will stand in now, hoping to turn things around here. You can see just one hit in his past 4 ball games. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
Another fastball, another called strike, 0-2 now.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Michael Lee will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
And this is going to be important against a team like this. You can't let them get into too many hitters counts because they'll tear you apart.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Still looking for that final pitch to get him out of this inning. But he's seen the count move now from 0-2 all the way to 3-2.
And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Young has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. It's on to inning number 2 now in St. Louis with no score. Ike Davis will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now.
That guy's all yours.
Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Lucas Duda will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a cut fastball that almost had a little too much cut as it nearly ran in and got him. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting sixth, center fielder,
Chris Young will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. A fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
And he reaches for one but can't find it as he's down on strikes for the final out. Mets go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Mark McGuire will stand in. A big power threat here, to say the least. Currently third in home runs in the National League.
McGuire.
Now here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball chopped foul down the left side. Curveball there. This one touching 77 miles an hour. 2 strikes. That misses. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
That's hard hit back up the middle. Few steps to his left. He's got it. Throw on to first by Quintanilla, and there's out numero uno.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Matt Holliday.
Matt Holliday will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. And he swings and hits this ball high in the air and deep to left center field. And Holliday finds the alley. This will be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Batting sixth, catcher.
Yadier Molina will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night. In there, 0-1. For Holliday, the double is his 8th of the season so far. Holliday off a second, now the pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And that's in there. Base hit. Holliday around third, being waved in. And the run will score as the Cardinals are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Batting seventh, second baseman,
Mark Ellis will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Swing and a hard hit grounder down the line. And this is going to get by right down the line. It's a fair ball. And the throw will come back in quickly, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, this guy's been absolutely wearing it lately. His average down into the 220s, so if there was ever a guy that needed to put together a 4-hit ball game, this is the guy. Got that first one out of the way.
Daniel Descalzo will stand in for the first time here. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Goes the other way as this is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away.
Here you go. Let's check this out in show motion. Well, look at him pick up that front leg, bring it down to get set, and then bang! Right down the left field line. That's a great look there.
Michael Wacha will stand in now with the bases loaded, and this is one at-bat he doesn't want to just throw away. He can really help himself here.
Yeah, hitting is not really in a lot of pitchers' DNA, but you're right. If he can find a way to just find a hole with the ground ball, that could be huge.
Let's go, Cardinals!
First pitch coming. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Quintanilla relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Omar Quintanilla will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the third inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
The 3-0. And he finally gets this one over for strike 1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
And a changeup that time that's lifted in the air out toward left. Therefore, it is Holiday, and he's got it. 1 gone.
And sometimes when you're just getting rolling here in a ball game, you've got a 3-ball count. Hey, go ahead and lay one in there. Make him prove to you that he can beat you. This winds up a pretty routine fly ball.
Travis d'Arnaud will take his first cuts of the ball game here. First pitch coming. And a high strike there, 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ballgame. The 0-2 is a breaking pitch taken for a ball, 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Here comes Wacha on a 1-2. Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Zach Wheeler will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Go home, Mets!
Swing, and he pulls the fastball that time high in the air toward fairly deep right center. Lee is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Kevin Black makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Kevin.
Come on now, let's go!
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Just off the plate and high, ball 1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Corey Horn will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And that misses 1-1.
Peanut here.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Here we go.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. A laser that time, but it'll wind up with nothing to show for it. 2 away now.
Strikeout and a soft liner here, and he's had no problems with this inning so far at all.
Michael Lee will try it again. He flew out his first time. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Two out, nobody on. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. And this will be fouled away. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. Therefore, it is Quintanilla. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Daniel Murphy will stand in to begin their half of the fourth, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Now the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
On the ground is short. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the fourth.
Well, with 2 strikes, you've got to protect up there, even on a curveball that's a borderline strike. But he could only manage to get this one off the end of his bat, and it winds up being a simple little ground out.
Juan Lagares will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Lee is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the fourth, and stepping in the all-star third baseman David Wright. And he lays off there 1-0.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
Up top, it's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
And he finds the black here with a curveball, 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
Now a ball hit in the air to left center. Plenty of room out there for Holiday as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Mark McGuire will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
First baseman, Mark McGuire.
First pitch on the way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Come on.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
The left fielder,
Pretty good late break to this 2-2 pitch, and we'll see on swing track. He just doesn't gauge the movement very well and swings right over the top of it.
So the leadoff man is gone here, and that'll bring up the former batting champ, Matt Holliday. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the 0-1 is swung on and hit on the ground to third. There to get it is Wright. Throw on to first, and Holliday will take a little vacation as he's retired, 2 gone.
Well, they really bunched him up on that two-seam fastball right there. That's not a very confident swing either, and the result, just an easy ground ball.
Yadier Molina will stand in, an RBI single in his first appearance. Here's the first offering. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Come on, Cardinals.
And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. And this pitch misses for a ball. 2-1 now to Molina. That's on the outside corner. Count 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. But I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
2-2. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. Mark Ellis would be next. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and set to stand in as the second baseman, Mark Ellis. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
And Ellis looks at one that misses here, a ball and a strike.
Go! Here we go, Mark.
Swing and a ball hit hard to third. A stab, and he's got it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him, as that ends the inning. We'll see the young phenom Ike Davis when we come back. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Mets nothing. And there now is Ike Davis. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Ike Davis.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Hit hard to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat, considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Lucas Duda will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Here's the first offering. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well, as he's behind 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. Opposite field to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. Chris Young will stand in here, hoping to pick up his club's first hit in the contest.
Oh, yeah.
Now here's the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And they'll try to keep crowding him in, but this pitch misses as well. It's 2-1 now. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
Omar Quintanilla will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Throw it by him.
Pretty well hit deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats, foul. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Let's go.
Wacha a check at first. Runner back safely. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now the runners will get a head start here with 2 away.
And that's an important factor, too, because that's the tying run over there at first base. So he's likely scoring on an extra base hit.
A look at Young. Now the pitch. Gets under the fastball there and pops this one up. This is just beyond the infield on the right side. And Ellis will make the catch, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. It remains 1-0. Daniel Descalzo will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
The shortstop, Daniel Descalzo.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Fouled straight back. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. And Young is right there to make the play for out number 1.
Now batting, the pitcher, Michael Wacha.
Michael Wacha will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Here we go.
Swinging on the first pitch as he hits this one on the ground to second. Throw on to first takes care of him. Two very quick outs to start the home fifth.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Kevin Black will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Let's go, Kevin!
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. One run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Let's go, Cardinals! Here we go!
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
All right, let's go!
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a swing and a ball hit high in the air into shallow left center. Quintanilla has got it, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in now to lead off the 6th as the rain continues to fall here.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Here we go.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
And the off-speed stuff just continues to keep guys off balance here. He's still just got that 1 strikeout on his ledger, but he's had these guys in knots all throughout.
Zach Wheeler will try it again. He flew out his first time. On the ground to second. Up with it is Ellis. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Just an airmail shot that time. The pickup's good, but this ball just sails straight over his head at first base. Good effort to try and go up and get it, but this is well out of his reach.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Daniel Murphy comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Don't let him score now.
A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. And I mean way up there on the left side of the infield. Horn is under it. Two gone.
And this is right where they wanted this thing. You see it on show track there? They wanted to take him up around the letters, hoping for the pop-up, and that's exactly what they got.
Juan Lagares will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
Well, you know, things have gone his way more often than not so far this afternoon, but he certainly didn't get any help on that one.
Two out here and a runner at second. That one's a called strike. Back even at one. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. And he's fallen behind now. 3-1.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Under it now is Holiday, and he's got it no problem to end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Corey Horn will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first two at-bats. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. And, oh, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1. Well, for that man right there, only the one run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Well, this is the second time he struck out so far, and this is a type of ball game where, you know, it's wet out, the field's slippery, it's a little muddy. Who knows what can happen if you just put the ball in play?
Michael Lee will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Wow, I think the heart of this system is right on top of us now because it's really coming down out there.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. One out, nobody on. Here's Wheeler on 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Duda is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Yeah, just a little bit late here on the fastball, and this thing's almost by him when he makes contact. Still, he gets pretty good wood on the ball, but not enough to trouble the right fielder.
Mark McGuire will stand in 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And this is hit hard on the ground to first, and he'll have himself a base hit.
Well, you get a good hitter in a fastball count, he'll know what to do with it. Heck, he's probably a 500 hitter when he gets a 3-1 fastball in the zone. That's almost too easy.
Matt Holliday will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Pitch out, nothing doing.
Get something started.
Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Former cover boy David Wright leads things off when we come back. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. David Wright will stand in to start the 7th with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. On to first, and it's dropped. And as a result, the leadoff man will be allowed to reach here.
Boy, when you're starving for offense, this is a huge break. They get the leadoff man on here to start the inning. And maybe getting this pitcher into his stretch might just jumpstart that offense.
Ike Davis will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Now here's the first pitch. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
And you know, down there at third base, he absolutely wants another shot at a ground ball. Something to try and make up for that error.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. Breaking ball, snaps in there for a called strike 2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And there goes right. Now he reaches for a curveball here and sends one on the ground to third. A quick out number 1.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Lucas Duda will have a shot at driving home that possible tying run that's standing at second. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Falls behind now, 2-0. Maybe the pressure of the no-hitter getting to him a bit.
Yeah, 2-0 now. He's got to be careful it doesn't all go up in smoke right here.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Off of second is right. Now the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. This misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Yeah, a close pitch to take on a 3-1 count, but this might have been just a little bit outside. He winds up losing him.
Chris Young will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. Now a swing and an easy fly ball out toward right center. Lee is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Well, you could see this building even from the first couple of innings. He still has not allowed a hit, and I think he'll certainly have enough to go the distance if so required.
Omar Quintanilla will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. in there. No balls and a strike. Runners left in scoring position. One of the big keys to this ball game so far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Off the plate at 94, 1-2. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Here's another 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. Some anxious moments now in that first base dugout.
Yeah, he cannot be liking what he's seeing, that's for sure.
And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Now a fastball, and he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yadier Molina will step in now to lead off the home half of the seventh. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. That man right there opting to stay with his starter as we start the seventh inning.
And with his pitch count where it is right now, it wouldn't surprise me if they call it an afternoon after this inning.
And this one will be foul back in among the fans. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now here's the pitch. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. And they tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Mark Ellis will step in, 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Let's go, Mark! Here we go.
Up and in for ball 1.
Go!
Not close. It's 2-0.
Now he's going to get a visit from his catcher just to make sure he's all right. But this might actually be more of a stall tactic here. I mean, his pitch count, it's starting to get up there, so this might just be to buy a little time for that bullpen.
The 2-0. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Two-one pitch is swung on and hit in the air out to center field. Under it is Young, and he takes it for out number 2.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them. And this was another example right there.
Daniel Descalzo will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. I got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up. Way up there on the infield. And Wright will make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they're up 1-0. Curtis Granderson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 3, Curtis Granderson.
Swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Horn is there to put it away, and they couldn't ask for more than a 1-pitch out to begin the 8th.
And just another outstanding pitch right there. And it's not easy to do with so much on the line here in the 8th inning. He's now down to his final 5 outs.
Eric Young Jr. will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And here's the first pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. It appears safe to say now that that man right there has turned things around from his last start.
And it's a great sign, too, of exactly what you need to do. You have to have a short memory out there. But you're right. He's pitching with a lot more confidence in this outing.
A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
4 outs to go, and if he's feeling the pressure out there, he sure isn't showing it. He looks like he's just out there throwing a bullpen session or something.
Daniel Murphy will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail 1-0. Farnsworth is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Taylor Teagarden is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 23, Taylor Teagarden.
Michael Wacha will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And with the no-hitter still within the realm of possibility, what kind of effort will we see here?
I'm saying not very much.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
Fouled back. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Ready with another 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Kevin Black will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. On the corner away, a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
And now on 2-1, this ball sent in the air out to straightaway left. Lagares will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Up next for the Cardinals, third baseman, Corey
Horn will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the veteran deals on 1 and 2. And it's to 2 and 2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Three and 2 now. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We've played 8 full. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Mets nothing. Juan Lagares will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Put yourself in the shoes of that man right there. What's going through his mind right now?
I would guess he's trying to approach his 9th inning the same way he has earlier, but come on, we know his heart's racing. You just got to focus on the glove and trust what your catcher's calling, because he's done a heck of a job also.
Big swing there as it's hit pretty well out toward deep left field. Holiday is there, 1 away.
Oh, and that's a big first out. And it's nice to get that first one out of the way. He's not home yet, though. Still 2 big outs to get through before it's celebration time.
David Wright will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Big breaking ball and a beauty that time. 1-2. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of his zone.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
And I know he wants the shutout, but with his pitch count the way it is right now, a walk right here might signal the end of the line for him.
And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Ike Davis will step in with the tying run on first, so he's got to concentrate and work on getting on base here. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Horn is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
1 out to go. Can you believe this? Man, I wonder what's going through his head right now.
Lucas Duda will stand in now as he is the last man to stand in the way of possible history here this afternoon. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
A runner on first with 2 away. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Lee is there, makes the catch, and there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, he's down there getting swarmed by his teammates right now, and he deserves it. Truly one of the best pitching performances that I've ever witnessed, and he puts his name into the record books with that no-hitter.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show. And he winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 1-0. So long from St. Louis.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, the winning pitcher is Michael Wacha. His record is now 6-4. Loss goes to Zach Wheeler. He falls to 4-11. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us in baseball heaven and remind you to please drive home safely.